And I
Sure.
wanted to go back a little bit to the kids, our kids, essentially.
Hmm.
And you say somewhere less schooling means more focus. So education is, and a lot of people talk about, is sort of broken. And Einstein has a quote on, you're very open, free, and whatever until you get put into the schooling system.
Mm.
I'm paraphrasing here. Um, Tell us a little bit more about that, about less schooling and being focused.
Yeah, so I'm not necessarily advocating for less schooling. I was citing a study of children who had less schooling, Guatemalan children. They did a study in Guatemala of children who had more schooling and less schooling, and what they found was that the children who had less schooling did, in fact, have more executive control. They had more. They were able to focus better than the kids who were in school. And so this was kind of a mystery because we think, oh, the reason we want to send kids to school is so that they'll learn how to be productive adults and learn how to sit still. And if they don't sit still, we diagnose them with ADHD and we give them medication so that they're under control. And it turns out that we're doing them a huge disservice. That I believe that that the institutions, especially at a very young age, as kids get older, things start to change. They have that function, but it turns out that when we tell people what to do, when we regulate someone's behavior and we tell them where to go based on bells and schedules, and it's not self-imposed, that's the big difference. When it's self-imposed, it's a big, big difference. When you make your own schedule, you have agency. You're doing it for yourself. But when someone else tells you where to go, what to think, what to eat, how to dress, who to be friends with, there's only two places you can do that to people, and that's school and prison. And so it's no surprise that two things happen. One, kids rebel, right? Just like people in prison, when we're told what to do all day, we don't like it, we rebel, and they don't learn to self-regulate. So it turns out that the children in this Guatemala study who didn't have formal schooling learned to regulate their time and attention because they were forced to. It wasn't imposed upon them, right? They didn't have the bell that told them where to go. They had to regulate themselves. And so they flexed that muscle. They learned how to have self-efficacy and self-agency because of the absence of someone constantly telling them what to do.